What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Certain Point of View. As we begin our week of match reactions, we are here. It is a brand new month, and as you saw on Molly's whiteboard, it is Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everybody. And as you can tell in the background of Molly's screen, Grogu is also celebrating to the highest level possible.
He is living his best life right now.
I heard someone call him what was it?
Gaby Yoda?
Gaby Yoda. I heard that and was crying laughing.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So,
but yeah, we are here. It's a brand new week of Schmoedown and a big week of Schmoedown. Lots of big matches today. Big Star Wars match tomorrow. Big IG match. Friday's pay-per-view is two massive singles matches on top of the singles match that is that day. But we are here for a semi-final matchup in the Star Wars tournament. It is Andres Cabrera and Thomas Harper. But before we get to our predictions and a little discussion here, how's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. Molly, you good?
Doing good. We're having Monday off, even though like our schedules don't really work that way. It still feels like Tuesday and not Wednesday, but I don't know. One day closer to the weekend, so yay. And
Yeah,
Bad Batch,
there you go.
yay.
Good point. Good point. Brian, how about you, man?
I've had better days, but that much closer to the weekend. I'm mad because I'm trying to make the Pride rainbow and my yellow is dead. And every other color is good. So it's like,
Why?
I know, right? Come on.
Just use it like a regular highlighter.
Yeah. So, yeah. But today was my kids' graduations. Half of them I was like, oh, I'm going to miss you. The other half I was like, thank God.
Go on.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up a couple.
Molly, not to mention, my shirt didn't come in for Pride, but it's okay because Molly's wearing it, apparently.
I was going to bring up
there it is.
I was going to bring up a couple comments from EM here who actually mentions Molly's shirt. So let me bring these up. Hey, POV, just wanted to say that yesterday I saw you change your logo to include the Pride colors. That was very nice of you and heartwarming to see. I love seeing all the support that everyone is giving. As someone who is closeted ATM, it's nice and appreciated to see all the love and support. Molly, I saw the shirts you and Alex were wearing. Absolutely adorable. Thanks for showing your support. I really appreciate you guys. Love you all. Happy Pride Month, friends. Thank you, EM.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. Yeah, of course. It's
Molly,
look, it's something.
You were right. A highlighter does work.
Yay!
I know. This is the closest I have to a rainbow since my Pride shirt didn't come. So, and it kind of fits Star Wars. So
I have like a little rainbow boo guy on my whiteboard. Little sticker. It's holographic. It's very fabulous.
look at that Kylo.
I mean, mine's full of colors, so I guess that works. Doesn't have a technical rainbow on it, but
That works.
yeah, we'll count it.
All right, well, let's get to this one because this is a big one. It's a long one. It's a Star Wars match. There's a cutscene up top. We have yet to make our predictions for this one because Sunday's show was very jam-packed. Molly, I'm going to start with you on this one because you are the resident Star Wars competitor here on POV. This is a big one. We have last year's phenomenon, if you will, tournament winner with Cabrera up against the rookie sensation that is Thomas Harper. What are you thinking?
I mean, I kind of already gave my prediction when I said Thomas was going to wipe the floor with Ace, and
That's
you guys
true.
were like,
Last
"Oh
week,
my god!"
Yeah.
It was said just like that. Oh my god.
Oh my god! I will admit I was being a little bit dramatic. I don't think it's going to be a landslide or anything. I don't think anyone's going to be wiping the floor with anybody else. But I do still think Thomas is going to win this one. I just know how that guy thinks when it comes to trivia competitions. And not to say that Ace doesn't think the same way. He probably does, to be honest. His knowledge is insane. Both of their Star Wars knowledge is insane. So this is going to be a fun one. It's basically just who messes up first. So
I feel it.
We'll see.
Brian, what about you?
I have no idea who's gonna win this one. It's a robot versus a guy that just steamrolls through tournaments. So this is a championship level match that we're getting in the semis. And
Who's your pick, Brian?
I think I'm gonna go with the new blood on this one.
I'm standing alone. Squad leader. I'm giving. Come on, squad leader Ace. He's gonna pull out the victory. He's gonna take down. He's gonna become the Dragon Slayer today. That's gonna be his new nickname.
Oh my!
He's gonna become the Dragon Slayer today, and he's gonna take on someone else in the final. He's gonna win himself another tournament. I'm giving it to Ace Cabrera. I just like his attitude. I really just enjoy watching him play Schmoedown.
Ace is a
Oh yeah.
He's so fun and like free, and he wears his emotions on his sleeve. Like if he doesn't like a question, you can totally just be like, "That's a 5-point question." Like he just like wears everything on his sleeve, and I love it. So I will give it to Ace on this one, even though I do think it's going to be a very close match. Probably coming down to a 5-pointer, possible overtime. There has to be like a championship level slip up by one of these people for the other to get the victory. Essentially, is what I'm talking about. It's the heavyweight match of the tournament for me, and I'm super bummed it's not the final. But we get it now. We're here to react, and I'm super pumped about it. You guys ready?
Yup.
Super ready. The one thing that really sucks about this is like one of these people is not going to go forward, and that makes me sad.
I know. Maybe this creates a new rivalry between the two of them. Who knows? Which would be a lot of fun.
That could be true.
Yeah, new little Star Wars rivalry between Harper and Cabrera. But let's go ahead and kick this off. We do have a cutscene up top, and I believe it is El Presidente, Grace Hancock, and one Mike Kalinowski.
Oh boy.
Hello, Grace.
Hello. How are you?
How am I?
Yeah.
Pretty damn good, let me tell you that much. You know, I don't know if you know this. Something happened in the Schmoedown where I became the first 3-time Inner Geekdom champion. And not only that, people are finally coming around. Those people that always thought I wasn't worth it or wasn't good enough are now putting me in contention with Jan Murrell as the greatest of all time. So let me tell you, I'm doing pretty damn good. How about yourself?
Thank you.
Well, obviously I'm doing great, and I'm thrilled to hear all this. I love to hear that you're doing good. And can I just say,
Chuck.
Congratulations, 3-time champion, and quite frankly, I think we can all say it, the best player in the Inner Geekdom to ever.
Let me
play.
stop you right there, Grace. Okay, you know what? I've done this little rodeo with you before. I've seen behind the curtain. I know how the sausage is made. So let's cut the BS here, okay?
Jeez.
What do you want?
Ooh.
Okay. You know, I'm happy you said that because I'm totally happy to trim this fat. I know you think that I don't like you. I got no problem with you. I don't love you. I don't hate you.
Fair enough.
I don't like Shannon. I don't like her as a person. I don't like her as a manager. I don't like what she's doing. I know you guys got a history.
Does she know who
Before you
she's
boo,
talking
you
to?
do you.
Yeah.
I don't care. Corruption is your faction.
Oh
It's your
no.
baby.
Oh no.
And I think we can both agree it's just going in a very, very different direction. And I'm going to say something to you. I think you are better. And I think that you need to keep your options open.
Let me stop you right there. Grace, I can admit this. You know, some things go over my head, some things go under my legs, some things, I just don't see. But this, what you're saying right here, seems to be smacking me pretty dead center right in the face. You are saying, or I should entertain the thought, that perhaps I'm better than the faction of corruption. Do you realize that Shannon Barney, who you might not like, I love the whole little thing you guys got going on, this little tete-a-tete you've got going on. It's like a cat fight, and I'll say a table for two with some sausages of milk there, please, because I enjoy the hell out of it. But that young lady has taken me to become a 3-time IG champion. So,
Ooh, now let me stop you right there. For 2 of those, you were with me and Ken. So some quick math for you there, sweetie. I know it goes right over your head. 2, 1. Thank you very much.
touche. But let's circle back to the matter at hand. Because you seem to think that I should leave the faction that I built. There is no corruption without Kalinowski, okay? So, and now you're saying that I should leave this faction, this wonderful group of diverse people that have gone from last place to first place, became champions last year. We've got a singles champion in there. We're dominating coming back this season. And I'm just suddenly going to leave it. Am I hearing things? Am I hearing that right, Grace?
Listen, I think that deep down, you've already had this thought. And I think that I'm calling something out, and then the dark, deep, very narrow recesses of your mind have already popped up. And I think that you're acting very, very offended. And you can play that game all you want. I'll get you a saucer. But I think that you've had these thoughts before. So go ahead and have a think on this. Okay, sweetie, enjoy your sucker.
Lies.
Damn.
Interesting.
Is it funny that he chose an orange lollipop for this meeting?
Well, Brian Ward put in the chat that dungeon colored lollipop.
Oh,
I just thought it matched.
there's
her
a star in every single rapper. How did I
That's
not know
not true.
that?
That's not true.
It is not
What?
true.
That's not true.
What?
What? Okay, that's interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Real quick, I do want to bring up a super chat we got from the one and only the Blunder Dome. Imagine watching reality TV when this is off.
They live on my whiteboard.
Oh, they have a sticker?
Yeah, they do. Look how good it looks.
That does look good.
Go check out the Blunder Dome on Twitch.
That's obviously very interesting just because we saw Shannon's reaction to Grace's reveal earlier this year, and now Grace seems to be getting in the head of Mike Kalinowski. Whether or not that works, I don't know, but it could create some very interesting things.
Where would Mr. Mike Kalinowski go?
Well, could he be reuniting with one Roxy Stryer? Ooh.
I mean, you have to imagine it would be pretty hard for Mike to leave Shannon's grasp, but I guess if someone gets under his skin enough and makes him think that he's being controlled,
Yeah.
a lot, you know, he might want to break away from that. I don't know.
Oh, look, a wild gold leader has appeared, everybody.
He's been here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, has he? I missed him. Sorry.
Or as Ace calls him, Evan.
He is ready for battle.
I'm contractually obligated to call him gold leader.
Contractually without a contract.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Evan.
Uncontractually.
With his experience, he puts it all together.
Evan, shiny jacket leader man.
If he can get past the major.
All right, let me go and skip ahead, see if we can find the promo here, and we will watch what Nerd Chronic has cooking for
Tell the
us.
kind of emotion Harper has, because I don't think he
Find out. Promos.
Here we go.
Oh, Ace, I didn't see you there. You caught me in the middle of a little light reading.
It is the Major's victory. I'm just being told, I believe I'm being told by the chairman, Christian Harloff, that he has not missed a question yet in his movie trivia Schmoedown career.
I think the truth is, if somebody's going to win this tournament, they have to have the kind of match that Thomas just had, and I'm so glad that this was the guy I picked first.
I keep hearing that I have no shot in this tournament and that all these new guys are going to win, and I'm shocked.
you see yourself once again, Winston, with another win here in Star Wars, a division that you guys dominated last season because of this man here, Andres Cabrera.
I am definitely being underestimated over new players who just started, and now I'm coming right back and I'm going right back into Upset City. Next up on the tour, Thomas Harper. Now this is the guy that everyone says is unbeatable, unstoppable. And I get it, you've had your back-to-back 100%. I get it, you're good, but you're not the best. You're not gonna beat me.
So I see that Upset City is the next piece of enemy territory that I'm being deployed to battle into.
You are now facing down the barrel of the latest greatness, it seems, being Thomas Harper.
He's not the guy I take first in the draft because he's not going to win this tournament. He's the guy I take first in the draft because he's the future of the league, and he's going to win this tournament.
First one without even having played a match, and I've won 4, only lost once to the greatest champion, which is Alex Damon.
5 now, Andres.
5 now, so I'm good.
This has been the big talked about moment that Harper coming out of nowhere. Mr. Dragon Con was going to come in here, except he has a problem. he has to go through the man.
Mr. DragonCon? Who gave him that title?
Know that I've taken the Den's extensive intelligence dossier on you, and I've
Oh, they have a
over every
dossier
last
now
bit.
too.
What can I say? You're a true warrior.
I've come back from losses. I've come back from being down in matches. And I know I'm gonna come back now and beat the one who is the #1 pick inside the Star Wars division.
See, Upset City isn't my final objective in this campaign. It's merely the next obstacle on my path to glory for the Den and for General.
I love Kate so
Who's gonna
much.
win, this match between him and Ace Cabrera. Oh, okay, fine. Okay. That would be Harper.
Movie trivia Schmoedown, Ace Cabrera.
How does she have a whiteboard and some people don't have whiteboards? Come on. Come on.
Because you see, a major is up here at the top,
Ooh.
and a squad leader.
Many other ranks.
A few rungs below.
This ain't no DragonCon. It's a Schmoedown. And this is Upset City. And you're on my list now. So let's go.
This is legit. Like this feels like the final. This feels like the final.
God, this is so tense. This is why being in the Star Wars division is so hard. Oh my god. It's good.
Well, we did get a couple super chats while we were watching from the Blunderdome as they were reacting to the promo. Thomas is that guy. He's scary, and I don't know what part this was from, but excuse me.
The Blunderdome the Blunder Boys have seen DragonCon trivia firsthand.
Oh, and another one. He's glad it's not DragonCon. There we go. There we go. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited for this one.
That is Molly, not can you tell which do. Blunder?
I mean, hell, the champion is 4-3.
Which Blunder Boy?
Blunder Boy.
This is
Blunder Man.
I'm gonna guess that it's Zach.
I don't know if we can say it's
Mr. Zachary.
He's played,
But
beaten the current
who knows? They've both been two live DragonCon trivia matches. So.
And when it came to
we've
a
seen
movie
the
trivia
pictures.
Schmoedown division, all based around one franchise, we talked about Logan's.
All right, everybody in the chat, while we're waiting, I think we may have missed it up top when we were giving our predictions. Let us know who you think's going to win. For those of you who have not seen it, or maybe even for those who see it. I mean, we're not going to know whether you've seen it or not. You guys can put your predictions there. I'd love to see what you guys are thinking, because this one feels very split down the middle with last year's tournament winner and the #1 overall Star Wars draft pick. So.
Look at Christian wearing a Star Wars shirt.
3 rounds in
Good for
the
him.
Star Wars division. Intro.
RD Film says 100% Zach.
Or it could be Athena, which is
Bikini
Zach's
kid.
She could have accidentally rolled over on the keyboard.
Harper, Ace. Chuck, we know where you're going. You don't need to put it in there. Oh, the Ahsoka patch. I dig it.
Harper, as we mentioned, Thomas, when you entered this league, the hype was real, and you have proven it.
No, he hasn't
People
come
are
on yet
talking about
since
it. You have
we
not
figured it
missed a
out.
question thus
he hasn't come
far
on
in
yet.
your young Star Wars career. Going up against Andres Cabrera, what is the mindset? Any different than the two previous?
Yeah, really,
matches
it's
before?
who's
I have to
between
say,
you guys.
General Harloff, Colonel Carrots, it's good to be back.
Colonel
Carrots! Here. Look,
It's back.
is like this.
I forgot until just now.
Yes,
is just
me too.
a ridiculous one. Kevin Smets is on a mountaintop. I'm not the Kevin Smets of anything. I'm the Thomas of the Star Wars division, and if I attain 15% even of what he's accomplished in life and the Schmoedown, I'll have done something right. And Ace is up there. If there's a Rushmore of Star Wars competitors, Ace already in his young career has started to etch his persona right up on that mountaintop. So I've got a long way to go. But at the end of the day, with Ace, my prep is no different. My run up to each match, my run up to this match is no different for Ace than it is for any other competitor.
I've been thinking
in this
about
division.
that for the
I'm
last
just
2
fortunate to
days.
have an opponent as skilled to push me here today.
Shots fired.
Clear that he
Literally,
is
when I
able to
was
compete
laying
with
in bed
anyone
last
in
night,
the
was
Stars
like,
division here,
the
Christian.
big-
Oh,
My question
Mr. Jeremy, one of the
Mr.
question
Harper,
writers here.
is about
What's up,
the
man?
den
I'm
and how
excited
much
to have written a
pressure maybe
few
you
of the
feel to
questions
get
for
a
this great
big
match. That's
victory
awesome.
for your
Ooh.
franchise.
I look
As
forward
well.
to
No
seeing
tournaments
your
is
work.
How you can rack
Yeah.
up points quickly. You've done that so far. advancing to the finals.
He's
and then
gonna
maybe
totally
winning this
stump
whole
you.
tournament
Please,
could be a game changer.
He's gonna
for the
stump you,
Den.
Brian. You're gonna
Does
be
that
like,
put
"Oh my
extra
god, this
pressure
entire
on you?
time it hasn't been PJ. It's been Jeremy."
No, General Mulligan drafted me
Or
for a
maybe it's
reason.
you.
She brought me into the Den.
Maybe
to
I
be
am
a
writing
leader
questions
within this
behind your
unit,
back.
and I've got
No,
those
I meant
boots
like
to
you're
fill.
gonna
And if that's getting points for the faction,
maybe.
if that's getting wins, if that's just showing a consistent work ethic that inspires others, then that's what I'm here to do. That's my mission. We function
General
as a
Mulligan.
unit,
Love it.
and we function as a unit whether it's a win or a defeat. And my job here today is to bring home that W.
All right. Well, congratulations for getting it this far here, Thomas, and we'll see you in just a moment. And his opponent, representing.
Funny hearing this. I literally listened to all Young's theme
of
song
5
today.
wins, 1
Few
defeat,
times.
and 1 knockout. He is the
Honestly, though,
2020
Jeremy, I feel like that's a good thing because you need a good set of fresh eyes on Star Wars trivia sometimes.
He may think of a style of question that nobody else has thought of before.
Andres Ace Cabrera, dude. As I said, coming into this, it seems
Please
we've
have
asked
the
you this
mug.
question before, and you're probably tired of
Oh, he's
hearing
got
it,
it,
but
right?
I'm
when-
a stan of the mug.
Yeah, he was drinking that
the
during our show, and he also mentioned how he was wearing the sun shirt too.
gonna be
And the Suns, man,
that
woo!
guy, that
Since
seems to
then,
fuel
woo!
you
They
when it is
smack
not
that,
you that's being
you know
talked about.
what,
Is that accurate?
Yeah, am I right?
Yeah, I would say that's accurate. I mean, considering
Holly,
what I've done so far,
I will give you
again, I
1
think a lot of
point
people focus
if
on
you
my
can
one
tell
loss
me
to
what
Albert
state it's
Statement and
under
kind of
from.
take that as
What
the
state?
defining moment in my career.
Would
but
you
in
rather
fact,
have the
it's
city?
not.
No.
And
How about what?
I
How
know
about what
Rise Above it.
sport?
I like
What
to
sport
show
are we talking
people
about?
Basketball.
Yeah, she
Okay.
knows that.
I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
Andres, Winston
I know
Marshall
Ace
been a
likes
great Monty
basketball.
Williams for you all season long as your head
and I think
coach,
he lives
but you seem
in
to
California?
have elements of the current
No.
Suns team, but
Dang
I also
it.
think that you have a
Well,
chip on
he
your
might
shoulder
live in
that
California,
Charles
but I don't know
Barkley
where
sized
it's
back in the day. How
There's
are you able to
there's
tap
literally
into
sun
that?
everywhere.
And has
Okay.
that been you
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
coach working together
Another
on
super chat from the
getting that
Blunderdome
extra
here.
gasoline
Clearly
to
bagging
pour
on
the
Ace.
fire
Maybe
when
if
you
Ace
really
got out
need
of
to
bed,
summon?
he'd have a better chance.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Okay.
At least
Proving
look how
everyone
crisp and
wrong.
clean that bed is
I
made.
was
though.
literally
Legit.
about to say the
Winning
same
each
thing.
match.
There
It
is
looks
not
like a
wrinkle.
hotel made it, man. It's like so
Show
nice and
someone who I
clean.
really am.
There is not a
And it's
wrinkle.
just another
There's
chance
not.
to show people
It does look
that,
kind of like
you know,
this
if you
is like
sleep
a
on me,
guest
then
bedroom
wrong.
Yeah,
that he's
absolutely.
filming
One last
from.
question before
It's
we
never
get going
been
here.
touched.
So when
Yeah.
it comes to Thomas Harper,
Yeah,
as I mentioned
it's the
before,
room your mom
there's
says you're never
there was a lot of
allowed to
hype
go
on,
in.
on Parker last year, and then you ran into
and that
Parker
is a-
Blunderdome coming in with
and
the
then that was
shade.
one
I
of the
just
things that
I
you
can't.
said, well, I don't want to feel like that anymore. I'm going to go
For
in.
the
and I'm
record,
gonna
every
I'm gonna do
Italian
something
home
different. And
has
boy, did you
one of
ever
those
with the
rooms
performance
that
that you
you're
put
not
in the
allowed to
tournament.
go
But
to.
with
Yeah.
Harper and all the
My
hype that
mom
Harper's
has
getting,
one.
and you've seen his first 2 matches,
Just
do
in
you
case
think
you
that
have
that's warranted
guests.
so far
Yeah.
with only 2 matches?
Yes, and yet even when we have guests, we don't go in there.
Sure, why not? I mean,
This is great.
Parker didn't
I bet you this is
I just
about
think
more than
Parker's
like
dominance was
45% of
something
people
special.
who watch the
And
Schmoedown.
Parker is definitely proving that this season.
My bed
with
is
what he's done so
not made
far.
right
that
now.
I mean, when we
people are gonna
started
look back on
POV, I
that
shot in
match
my
and be
room.
like,
My bed was in
yo,
the background
he's
too. I had to make my bed every time we
Parker's
shot.
being that good. So I would say he's close for sure. He's definitely close to Parker.
All right. Well, good luck to you there.
Oh, hi,
Ace.
Brian Ward.
Very, very excited to see you here
Hi.
compete.
That's
All right,
good.
Mark, our
That's
competitors
good.
have
Thanks for
entered
my
the
pod
virtual
racing chair.
ring.
There's
What
the
are rules for round
mug.
one?
Competitors get 1 free point.
All
for
right,
every
everybody.
Star Wars
Well,
figure in
thank
their
you so much for
background.
joining us
I've
today.
just been told that
It
might
is
be
a
little
Wednesday, which
one-sided,
means
so we'll strike that.
Jill
We'll just
is
go
with
to the
Familia,
questioning. 10
and it is a
questions
Brian
total
versus
in
Jake
round number
match
one from
today
10
with
different
Molly.
corners of the
Just
Star
keeping
Wars
everything to herself
galaxy.
because she is an
It's
active
way,
competitor
way
at the moment.
far away. Each
And
question
so
is
we're
worth a
playing
point.
our
There's no
old
penalty
school
for missing your
rules.
question, gentlemen. There is no
Molly will
stealing,
be
at
keeping
least
everything
not
playing
in
along, but
round
keeping
number
silent.
one. We'll ask the question.
And
You have
Brian and
15
I will be
seconds to
playing
get that correct
against each other
answer
in
onto
first
your
round,
board.
whiteboard for whiteboard.
Once we
Second
ask
round, we
about
flip
name
a
or
coin.
nickname, we show what you wrote to your
Winner of the
camera,
coin
the same time you
toss
verbalize your intent
gets to pick which
into the
competitor to go with.
microphone.
Other competitor
Remind
gets
you
that other
from the member
competitor.
of the three
And then
use
for the
it
third
to
round, the
the
person who is
JTE
losing
throughout the duration
will
of the
get to
match.
pick the
Make sure
competitor
you
they
heard
go
it
with
question right.
a
We're
round
ourselves
number
another 15
3.
seconds.
And we'll walk you guys through it
JTE
again
will
as we
name
get there.
Schmo's no intern, JTE.
Should be fun.
I miss our
Should be fun.
interns.
And Brian Ward, you're 100% right. After having a T-Public store, it truly is only about $2.
We'll bring your manager in. You can all
Yeah.
deliberate and delineate to our heart's content, and then we will ultimately confirm and ratify.
But
if
Brian has some of
said
the
challenge
best
is taken.
designs on that entire website.
They look set.
Absolutely.
They look ready. You see the focus.
It was very
I'm
hard to
intimidated, and I'm not even playing today.
Ace, are you ready?
Good pun, Chuck. Good pun.
Harper, are you ready?
Cleared hot. Let's go.
Then let's get ready.
Don't know what that means, but
Cleared hot.
Now, round number 1, question number 1. Gentlemen, in the category of heroes and villains, what is the name of the snow speeder pilot who finds Luke and Han on the surface of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back?
We need the first and last name.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
Starting out with something that is not even said in the movie. Love it.
I only have his call sign.
5, yeah.
I could be wrong on this.
I think I only have his first name. I only have his call sign.
Hands down. Hands
Rogue
down.
2.
Start
Is it Zeb Sineska?
Oh,
Zev Sineska.
Oh, so
it's a
close.
B, not a B.
So
Zeb
close.
Sineska.
1-1.
Oh, I spelled it right
Here is
too.
the next question.
Look at me.
All right, we move on to Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, and the question. In Revenge of the Sith, when Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar, she says Obi-Wan told her that Anakin turned to the dark side and had done what? It's a 2-word quote. Need the exact quote, John. Because it's the only way we can have it.
Molly, just so you know, that was clearly one of Jeremy's questions.
5,
Nice.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Killed
hands
younglings.
Up, please. Pens down, hands up. And we start with Thomas.
Terrible things.
Oh.
It's incorrect. And
Oh.
Ace.
Killing.
Oh.
Oh, both wrong. Technically.
Killed younglings.
Mark.
Is it just the
It's-
ing?
Can't accept it. It's
Killed
we
younglings.
did need the exact quote.
Wow.
Killed younglings, not killing. younglings.
Okay,
All right,
so we are starting
now
hot.
We're gonna get to
Yeah,
question
Jake
number
and I
3.
got
Both
questions.
gentlemen
We're
received
beating them, Brian.
last question.
Whoa. Okay.
Question 3.
I mean, I can definitely
Rise
see
of Skywalker.
both of those, but
Palpatine says, "Long have I waited, and now your coming together is your what?"
My pen's dying.
All right. Little
Oh, man.
sidestep. We just pulled off the
These are
highway
tough.
there. Get some
David, I would
Mountain
not
Dew
challenge
on the
because
road.
they asked for the exact quote.
Yeah, Mark
It has to be
literally
exact.
said it right
All
before.
right, first one for Harper. Here it is.
Oh, he's
Okay.
repeat.
Can you guys hear it okay? Is it too low?
Palpatine in Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker.
There you
Palpatine
go.
says, "Long have I waited, and now
Long
your
have
coming
I
together is your what?"
Without showing my answer, look at how good my
No,
little
I
brain
actually don't have a test appointment.
ooh,
I was
this
wondering.
sounds
I
like
was
classic
concerned about it.
Palpatine.
I got beautiful chompers. Look at these babies.
Well, that doesn't mean you don't have to do that. That's 5,
Yeah,
4,
absolutely.
Never been before.
3,
I loved hearing him
2,
in that trailer. The
1.
very
Pens
first
down,
time.
hands up, please. We
Undoing.
start with Ace.
Undoing.
Yes, sir. Thomas.
Didn't have Doom.
Thomas Harper misses that one. And Ace
What?
sees himself up by 1.
Holy crap!
And we
Jake.
get to the next
Okay.
question. Mark, question
We're
4.
beating-
I am beating
It's a film
Thomas
that unites
Harper.
us all. Return
We-
of the
hello.
Jedi.
Uh,
And here's the
Of
question.
course.
When Vader's shuttle is approaching the second Death Star at the beginning of the film, what color code clearance is given in order to deactivate the security shield?
I think Alex got this question
You need the color.
in his very
What
first
happened?
match.
Y'all watch these movies for fun anymore, or is it
Yeah.
homework?
You know
5,
this one, Mark.
4.
I actually did.
Oh, I'm in
Yeah.
between
I'm
two.
going with my marker color because I don't
One.
think I know.
Pens
Blue?
down, hands
Blue.
up, please. And this time we
Is
start
it?
with Thomas.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Yes. Ace.
I was deciding
Blue.
between red and blue.
That is correct. All right.
That is
So right now, the score is 3-2. Cabrera.
I'm
up
already
by
happy though
1
because I love
as
a
we get
good,
to our
not
next
perfect
question.
match.
Our next
Yeah.
question. This is question 5. We're going with mixed bag. Performer Mike Quinn returned to the Star Wars franchise to portray which character in The Force Awakens?
We could probably talk about every match, but man, that short rib after the Force Awakens.
It's good. It was real good. 5, 4, 3,
I'm gonna use a repeat.
2. All right. 1
This
for
is right.
Andres.
Wow, this is a. I'm already
In mixed
stoked.
bag,
This is the way
performer
this match
Mike
is going.
Quinn returned to the Star Wars franchise to portray which character in The Force Awakens? Both Cabrera and Harper using 1 repeat thus far in round 1.
Yeah, we've seen competitors be a little more cavalier about going ahead and using them early.
Rachel, he missed the first
4,
one.
3,
He misspelled it.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please.
9-0.
We're going to start
put
here
Kilo.
with Andres.
I said PZ4CO.
That's incorrect. And Thomas?
9-9.
Yes, that is correct. All right, so
Wow.
back to being a tie game here. It is 3-3. Harper
Easy
and Cabrera
for Zio.
tied
Well,
as we get
I guess
to the next question.
that wouldn't be a
here.
returning
Let's move
character, but
along
maybe
to
he,
vehicles, weapons, and technology. And your
that
question:
could be a little confusing. I
which
guess.
character in Rogue One uses the MWC 35C repeating cannon as their signature weapon?
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, I prefer.
this is a good
a
one.
pen.
Oh, I like it. I was going to say maybe your words.
It's mightier.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up.
Baze
please,
Malbus.
And we start with Thomas.
Baze Malbus.
Yes, and Andres.
Baze Malbus.
Tied up. and
Oh,
now we
Rachel,
get to
it
question
I know it's
6.
spelling, but it actually
Sorry, 7.
made the whole word
Question 7.
different by misspelling it.
The Phantom Menace. What
for
is
context.
Chancellor? Excuse me. What is Chancellor Valorum's first name?
Oh, this was another one that they asked Alex
Oh
and
my
Scrimshaw.
god.
Yeah. I just call him my son, and I ground him once a month.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My name is
Hands down,
Jeff.
Hands up.
Frank.
please, And Andres.
You're close, Brian.
Finis.
Oh!
And Thomas.
Finis.
Okay.
Nah, there's no way I was
Question
gonna pull that one.
Question 8.
I'm giving
Sorry,
myself
All right, 3 questions away
Oh,
from
stop
finishing
it.
this round.
Nice.
And the question: planets and locations.
Wow.
And here we go for a point. In the Clone Wars movie, a clone pilot says, "Welcome to paradise, rock jumpers," as the clones land on what planet under enemy fire? I might have to rewatch this movie. That sounds exciting.
It's funny. I really, it's amazing how much my opinion has changed of that film since the first time I saw
Really?
it. Yeah. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down,
I
hands
put
up,
Felicia.
please, and we start
Tef.
with Thomas.
Tef.
Yes.
I couldn't think
Andres.
of the freaking.
Tef.
We still all tied up.
The music
6-6
in this movie
as we
is
get
wild
the
to
next
me.
question here.
You go back and watch
And
it and
we're
listen
gonna
to
go
like
with
some of the like weird
A New Hope.
electronic music that's in there.
In A New Hope, who is the only main character to be mentioned by name in the opening crawl text?
I used to have all 3 of those classic trilogy crawl text memorized, but
Did
you
you?
know.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Not this guy. 5, 4,
your kids probably.
3.
I'm working
2,
on memorizing all the
1.
crawls.
Hands down, hands up, please, and Ace.
Oh, Princess Leia.
Yeah. And Harper.
Princess Leia.
It is now 7-7 as we get to our final question in round number 1.
And that's in the category of Who Said It?
This has been
Here
amazing.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Dryden
thrilled.
Voss said he admired anyone who can crawl their way out of a what?
This is the semifinals, and you can see why. Both competitors, some of the best we have, both missing 2 in this round so far. The last question.
I feel like
And
I'm-
5, 4, 3,
I hope I'm not
2,
overthinking this.
1. Pens
Sewer.
down, hands up.
Sewer.
We end with Harper.
Sewer.
Yes, and Ace.
Sewer.
8-8 as we get into round number 2.
What do you got,
What a
Brian?
matchup it has been
6.
so far.
Ooh, I got
And
8.
Mark, what are the rules of the
Got
wheel
8.
round?
All knotted up
and
as we get
I wanted to
into
bring
that
this
Wheel
up.
of Doom.
We
Fate,
talked about
and
this at the opening,
Destiny,
Chris,
because
if
it
you-
is
if you weren't
Star
here. We
Wars
talked about how
every
Ace wears everything on his
category features
sleeves.
some corner
No
of
matter
Star
what
Wars
round of
galaxy.
questions
Each get a
it
spin at
is.
that wheel. Once you do settle on
all right,
a
so I will
realm,
flip.
You're going to hear 5 questions from
Heads,
that particular world. Each
tails.
question's worth 2 points.
So the
No
logo
penalty
is
for
the
missing a
head.
question. However,
My heart
if
always
feeling,
starts beating
it's
at this
available
point.
in round number 2. So if you're
I'm
not sure
gonna
the
say
answer,
heads.
May want to ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question
Is that
proceeds
tails or heads?
to
I can't
1.
never
That's
remember.
heads.
TTE rules
It's an
remain for each
X.
competitor. They still have both use of their challenge. And Christian, it is going to be up to Andres
Oh,
Ace
man.
Cabrera.
Oh, man. Oh,
He
man.
wants
Oh,
to spin
man.
first or defer to his opponent.
You better hurry up.
I'm gonna defer. Why not?
Oh, now you know who's
I'll go
going
Thomas.
first.
I'll go
60 seconds
Thomas.
starting now.
Now you know who's going
Okay.
first. God.
What?
Major.
Why does
Okay,
it matter?
First of all,
Doesn't matter.
you and I need to
I didn't see his
be
wheel
better
slice.
at being present, okay? Because I think what we're there was something that happened before the match. Let it go. It's
It was
not.
me
We'll,
who
we
was
can
been yelling
process
at
it
me to
later.
hurry up.
That there was that
Why
question.
wouldn't
You
it
have a question. It's done. It's done.
I'm
It's
locked
done.
in, man.
You are locked in. We knew if Ace had the choice to spin first, he was going to have you do it. So this is working perfectly. This is what we discussed. Also, I wore for good luck my Go-Gurt shirt for you.
Go-Gurt!
Oh, that's that
Go-Gurt.
character. It's popular for a reason, ma'am, and it's
Yeah,
because that name.
Go-Gurt. It's so cute. I love Go-Gurt. Anyway, I got to tell you, stay mad, stay focused, stay right where you are. If you listen to the questions and don't worry about anything else that happened before, this
10
is
seconds.
your match. So let's spin this thing, huh?
Armor's intact. Let's go.
Wheel is up. Thank
Really,
you, Kate, and here is
this
spin
round-
by the major.
Shouldn't really matter. I mean,
Best character in the galaxy.
I'll be the first to admit
Go-Gurt.
I love a good respin just to see
And we're looking
if I
at
can get what I want to get.
Force
But
Awakens. So 60
you got to
seconds
know
to
all
decide
these.
if you wanna keep Force Awakens.
I have an instinct on this, but my instinct doesn't matter. Yours does. What do you want?
I'm feeling good about this. I love this movie.
Perfect.
JJ did right by us, so let's stay.
Let's stay. Let's do it.
All right. So Thomas Harper.
As someone
give you
has
5
gone
questions
perfect
in
on
the
this
realm of
wheel
Force
slice,
Awakens. Are you
I
ready?
approve.
Locked and loaded. Let's go.
All right, here you go. In The Force Awakens, what type of tape does Rey need while trying to repair the Falcon?
Bonding.
I can't.
Bonding tape.
That is correct. Bonding tape is correct. All right. In The Force Awakens, according to Finn, stormtrooper masks filter out
Smoke.
what?
It'd be smoke, not toxins.
That's correct. Next question. What does Supreme Leader Snoke warn will happen in the galaxy if Luke Skywalker returns?
The Jedi will return.
Or Harper's coming in hot.
I think.
Question 3.
Yeah, the
The
Jedi
new
will return.
Jedi will rise.
That's correct. 2 more points.
Do I get that?
All right, here's question.
I mean,
5.
was it an exact quote?
The Jedi will
Which
return.
character
The new Jedi
reported
will rise.
Poe and Finn's escape
Okay, I'll
from
give myself
the
points.
finalizer?
Reported. Oh.
It's that young kid.
Oh,
It's that young kid in the hangar. He's from the
Lieutenant
Maze Runner.
Niacin.
That is correct. All right.
What is
petty
it?
So,
petty officer
one
Anderson,
more question here.
not a
And
lieutenant.
here it is.
I don't think.
In The Force Awakens, how much does Balatik say they loaned Han Solo for the Wrath?
50,000 credits.
50,000 credits, presumably.
That's fine. And that is 2 more points for Thomas Harper. So Harper annihilates that round and finds himself up by 10, with Cabrera now getting to speak with
I would've walked
Winston
out with
Marshall.
Only 6 out
Major,
of
this
that.
party is over. Ace, what's good, Playboy? How you doing?
I'm good.
I didn't break out
Ace
these
looked
Master
really
Swag
impressed
robes
when
for
you did
nothing,
that.
boy.
love
That
it.
Snoke
It's
question.
go time, son. And
Yes, sir.
I ain't worried about a major because I got a squad leader in the building. You know what I'm saying? Squad leader Ace in the building. How you feeling, baby?
Good, man. Good. Good. Let's do this.
You know
I'm
what?
ready.
You know what's funny because you got that killing younglings question. Sometimes grammar it sucks. So what I'm gonna tell you is anything that you
Yeah.
feel like you slightly miss or whatever, throw that in the trash. Nobody cares
Alright.
about that. We out here to
Alright.
kill it now, son. Round 2 is where cats go, oh man, I should never stepped in the ring with him. Let me just go ahead and sit my little behind down and just give up. So let's make him give up, man.
Let's do it.
Thank you to Winston. Here's the spin by Andres Cabrera. So obviously Force Awakens mark off the table here, and Cabrera looking to
Wait,
And-
say word?
say word.
Oh man, I like that movie.
Oh.
New Hope. 60 seconds to decide on New Hope.
Tempting.
I mean, look, brother, I'll tell you this.
Honestly, I don't
love
really
this
ever
movie.
see Ace like
You love this
respinning.
movie.
I feel like
How
he's
are
just
you
like the
feeling
type of
about
guy
it
to be like,
today?
yeah, I'll take it.
Man, I love this movie so much, and yet I'm
Here's
curious.
my question: Is
I'm
there
curious about
anything else
other
that you're
ones.
worried about? Is there anything else you're worried about? Is my real question. If not, let's spin it again. But
I
if
mean, A
you-
New
you don't
Hope
need
is
to
one
say
of
it
the
out loud,
ones
but
that
if there-
they've
do you
pulled
feel
from
like there are
probably the
things at all that
most.
you're like,
So that's the only
No, you're
reason
right.
that one's scary.
I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it.
Yes.
Well, hold on. So I'm making like what I'm saying is, since you were kind of giving me that slight hesitation, is there something in you that's saying there are things that I like better on this, or are you more concerned about something else?
Yeah, there's things I like better, but there's other stuff that, I mean, this is in my, top 5.
Okay, then we're keeping it. Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right. All right, Mark.
Good
so
job. Go
Andres
with your
Cabrera
gut.
now is going to
that's
get
what's gonna be
5
deep.
questions in the realm of A New Hope.
All right, Andres, question 1 of 5 for 2 points unless you need multiple choice. In Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, when the X-Fighters are approaching the Death Star, what type of foils do they lock in attack position?
S-foils.
S-foils in attack position.
They lock those S-foils. They love saying it, too. That is correct for 2 points. It is now an 8-point lead for Harper. In A New Hope, when the X-Wing pilots are told to report in, who is the first that does so? We just need the call sign.
Gold leader?
Just the call sign. I wanted to say his name. Red 10, Theron Net. Red 10.
Oh.
I'm sure you did know the name.
I
Red
made
10
Alex
is
memorize
correct for 2
that
more
whole
points.
call-in
Cabrera
spiel.
having a nice early go of it in round number 2. Here's your third question. In A New Hope, C-3PO tells R2 that he has to come back from the Death Star battle safely because R2 wouldn't want his life to get what?
Dull.
Boring.
Christian tells me the same
Should've
thing every
gone
time I go
with
on the
my
road
gut.
for a weekend. That is
I
correct.
knew it was boring.
Now, your penultimate question that could cut the lead of the major to 2 is, in A New Hope, as the Death Star first approaches the planet Yavin, it is said that the moon with the Rebel base will be in range in how long?
15 minutes.
30 minutes.
They use minutes in outer space? Yeah, that is correct for 2 more points. And now, Christian, we're
They
at
do
the
say
point of the
15
match
at one point.
where Andres Ace Cabrera can tie Harper, and they'll share the same amount of points going into the final round, round 3, if Andres hits this.
All right, here is the question.
In A New Hope, when Luke asks Han what he thinks of Leia, he answers that she's got a lot of what?
Spunk?
So close.
It was either spunk or spark
5.
that I was thinking
4.
of.
So
3.
close.
Second one.
Okay.
Second.
In A New Hope, when Luke asks Han what he thinks of Leia, he answers
Yeah.
that she's got a lot of what?
These feel easier to me than the Force Awakens questions, which is weird.
I feel the opposite.
Just has a lot of money, but yeah, Spirit is what we were looking for, and that is correct. Christian, you could have predicted this one. Tied ball
He
game.
goes, well, she's
headed
got
into
a lot
round
of spirit.
What a performance by both competitors there at the end of round number 2. You got to respect the way they
Second
both
round.
played it, both
Next
taking their time,
weekend.
both really taking every little second. Look what Andres Cabrera
What's your
did
score,
there in the last
Brian?
one, using that JTE wisely and
8.
getting himself to Spirit, and now we have an 18 to
8?
18 game as we
8.
head to round number 3.
How do you only have 8?
Round number 3 works like
Didn't you
get 2 right in that round?
Gentlemen and
I only got
gentlemen's
2
managers,
points.
there's categories numbered 1 to 20.
You didn't get 2
We need a
questions
series of
right?
numbers from each competitor that must fall within that range. Each competitor gives us 3
That's 6
integers
points
in
in yours.
total. Each numeral corresponds to a different corner. Movie trivia, Schmoedown, Star Wars know-how.
I love these
Your first
questions.
question is worth 2 points. Your
They're
next one's
so
worth
good.
3 points. Your final
Nick,
question.
I wish I could tell
5
you why the second
huge,
round always killed
possibly
me.
championship match earning points. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing. in
So
round
Brian, you
number
get to choose which,
3. Of
since
note,
they're
Christian
tied, you
Thomas
get to
Harper
choose
still
whoever
has
you want to
2
go with.
JTE rules remaining. Andres Ace Cabrera.
This is making me
has
want to watch
one.
a
However,
Star
it is
Wars.
Andres who has the option to give us his 3 destined numbers first. What feels lucky, Ace?
If you would like to
I
hear the numbers,
mean,
you can.
Y'all were talking about it beforehand.
I know.
So let's start with 13, the GOAT. Let's go 6 and
What was the last one, Ace? You broke up there a little
6 and 9. 6 and 9.
6 and 9. Okay,
So
and
13, 9.
all right, and for Thomas,
I'm gonna go with this is the almost the anniversary of when I met my wife in Afghanistan. So we're gonna go 11, 19, and 12 for the
All
date
right.
we first met.
Thomas,
Great.
pick my
11,
number.
19, and 12 for Thomas Harper.
Number
60
12.
seconds.
General.
starting now.
I will say, Molly, to
Major,
what you're saying
did
about
you-
the questions.
Did you meet your wife because you're on vacation?
I was
in
hoping that
Afghanistan?
this
Or were-
match
were-
would
Were
have
you there because you're a
Not like-
soldier?
All expense paid from Uncle Sam. So
Oh,
I was hoping that this
This-
match would have been felt a little different with
Are you
questions,
scared?
just because
No,
they
no,
are
we're not
so
scared.
so
This is
high
exactly-
up as far as
it
Star
doesn't
Wars
matter
competitors.
Who the enemy is. You stay locked.
Also, their
in. You did
accuracy levels are pretty
beautifully
high.
that round.
Friggin'
Yeah,
high.
that's they need a challenge, and I was.
We knew exactly.
I'm glad that we're
this could
getting,
happen.
especially in the
We talked
round
through
one,
scenario.
in round
This
one
might be- this
specifically,
might go
the
down
questions that are really making
all
them
you have
think
to
and
do
kind of
right now
stumping them.
is just keep doing what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean,
Your
I've said it
2
before,
JQs
but
left.
as a
Listen
competitor,
carefully. Take your time because
if you both miss something
and this is yours.
or
It's
more
yours.
than one
just is.
thing in round one,
ma'am.
it
Let's do
almost
Let's do it.
makes you feel better because it's like,
First
okay,
of all, I wanna look at the camera, and I
it's
wanna
like a
thank
little bit of weight off your
Major
shoulders.
Harper
You don't
for
have
his
to worry
service. I
about
really
someone
do.
else
Thank
going
you so
perfect
much
and
for
getting
that.
the extra question.
And I love that you brought love into this. That's a beautiful, beautiful
And
thing.
at this
But
point
guess
right
what?
now,
Let's show 'em what a
if
vet
they
in
played
the
like they
Star
have
Wars division
recently,
of the movie
we're going to be
trivia
going
showdown
to
can do,
overtime.
baby.
They are tied.
That's how you use
That's
a
true.
Yeah.
That's on the
It's on the
table.
tip of my tongue.
I
Give me
mean,
a couple more
I don't
seconds
see
to
them
just
really
get my
missing
thoughts
unless there's
together.
a
That's how
true
you roll. And so
ridiculous
now-
five
now
pointer
you're
that
gonna show
feels
'em
like
how a third
a
round looks
tournament
like.
final or
You're
a
gonna take
championship
this
final
dub.
match,
You're gonna
but
win this tournament like you.
I think there's a chance
always
we go to
do, 'cause
overtime
This
here.
is your. They're gonna rename it the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Ace Cabrera Tournament, and then we're gonna go up. We're gonna grab the belt. And we're gonna ride.
I mean,
son.
this is also a testament to the quality of the questions.
Oh, great,
the
man.
fact
I'm gonna
that
show them what's up with the single man.
they spun different movies, but
Single man ring.
they're back
The
to
single man
tied.
ring.
Like,
It's
I
coming
think
back.
that tells you that they
Luke
both
Skywalker didn't
got
need no
equally
girlfriend. Luke Skywalker was out here
difficult
saving the galaxy,
questions.
baby. Let's go.
Okay, so
Let's
now
go.
Have got the managers out. We're ready for round number 3. Mark, we're going to.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Here.
I'm sorry.
Start here with Thomas Harper, and he chose.
Brian, hire me as your protege, and I'll edit them for you.
Category 11, category 11, and that's going to put us the Jedi Order.
Wait, who's going first?
The Jedi Order.
It's
the
whoever's-
Joe, for short. And
I think
here's your
Harper's
question
going
for a
first.
2-point lead.
Yeah,
Major.
Harper.
So Brian, it's
What
you.
Jedi Master says? What about the droid attack
Oh,
on the
God.
Wookiees in Revenge of the Sith?
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Kiadi Mundi.
This is
Friends with his brother
such
Nick.
an
That is
annoying
correct
meme.
for 2 points, and now Andres Ace Cabrera will have his 2-pointer to tie.
All right, so Ace chose category 13. That puts us back to the Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace, episode 1, and the question for Andres for 2 points. What does Shmi Skywalker tell Padme that everything revolves around when it comes to pod racing?
Gambling?
Gambling.
That is correct for 2 points. And Christian, it's tied
Well,
once again. We
you could
pivot
also
back to the major
say-
for his 3-pointer.
It does. And
I
Thomas
would
Harper.
Yeah, because she says
chose
gambling.
category
Everything
19
revolves
for his
around those
3-pointer. Category 19.
those something
Mark,
races.
it's hero
Those awful
time.
races.
Heroes.
That's what she
Just every
says.
time the major looks in the mirror. And
So-
now a question about other
That
heroes.
one could be challenged.
And it is. In The Rise of Skywalker, when Chewbacca is captured, he is taken to what interrogation room
6.
number?
Interrogation 6.
Brian, look at
My
you.
favorite one to be interrogated in as well. Christian, it is a 3-point lead for the major, and now we go back to Ace for a deep 3.
This is pretty nuts so far. Exactly what we thought it would be. And we
I
are
do,
going to
David.
find out who said it.
I
It is
literally
time for
do.
Star Wars quotes for Andres' 3-point question.
Quotable quotes, and here we go for 3, and once again for the tie, Andres. In The Last Jedi, who first said, "We are the spark that will light the fire that will restore the Republic"?
Holdo.
Holdo or Vice Admiral Holdo.
Except either one, that is correct. It's a tied ball game, and now
I mean,
it's time
Post
for each
says it
gentleman's
differently.
5-point question.
It's
The
like
correct
one
answer
word.
here could send them to the championship.
He says to burn.
It
He
certainly-
says the same
you
spiel,
mean the
but then
finals
he
are
says
coming,
to
yes.
burn the
finals
force,
are coming,
the
yes.
first
And
order
it
down.
also is a it
So
could also send us to sudden death if they both get their 5-pointers. But we're going to see what happens here. First, we're going to start with Thomas Harper. He chose category 12. For
And
his
that
5-point question.
is episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Oh my god.
And here it is. In the film Return of the Jedi, Admiral Akbar tells Green Group to stay
Oh, come
close
on.
to what holding sector?
Oh, look at Ace's reaction.
MV7, Mike Victor 7.
Would have been a shorter battle if they did MV5, but
I don't even know what
I
the hell
wasn't
that
the
means.
Admiral. That is correct.
Molly, were you
5-point
reacting as far
lead
as
for
that being
Thomas
difficult?
Harper. That's the bad news for Andres. The
Or-
good news, he now has his
That's just one of those
5-point
things that I
question. If he
know.
hits
It's got numbers in it, so.
sudden death.
Okay.
Mark, he chose category 9.
And
Mick,
that is in the
I wish I could
category
tell
of
you.
weapons,
Actually, really know.
vehicles,
I
and
know Rise of Skywalker
technology.
really well. I don't know why. I've only watched it like
Awesome.
And
Although I will
Here
say
it is.
MV7 is at least
for 5
said in the
points
movie.
to go to sudden death. What is the name of Admiral Akbar's command ship during the Battle of Endor?
Nope, I don't have this one.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Home 1.
Yep.
Holy
We're going to sudden
hell!
death,
Here we
Chris.
God
go.
damn it, I knew that one.
It is
Here we
28,
go.
28.
Here we go.
Cabrera and Harper doing exactly what we thought that
Oh
they
my
would.
God!
I mean,
All right,
those
so
were-
It's been a
great
battle, and it's been a
five-pointers, but-
memorable battle.
I
and
mean,
we're
I knew,
gonna
but-
continue the battle into
Well done.
sudden death. Mark, what are the rules?
Jesus,
The
here we go.
rules of sudden death work a lot like the rules of round number 1. Christian or
It's
myself
funny,
will
it's
ask a
just so
question. We're not going to give you the
subjective
category, however.
I would
We're
have
just gonna simply
never
ask the question.
in a
Question
million
value
years
is still
done Harper's.
1 point. There's
But
no
to
penalty
me,
for missing a
Ace,
question. There's
that
no
was
stealing.
easy.
As soon as we
But
ask
that's
it,
so
you each have
subjective.
15 seconds to write
Yeah.
down your best attempt at an
Like,
answer. Once we ask you by name or
I
nickname,
heard
show what you
his
wrote.
5-pointer and I was like,
verbalize your
oh,
attempt into
duh.
the
But
microphone.
like,
Here's where it gets
that's just
sudden death overtime.
something that
If
we've
both
always had in our
competitors
notes
get
and
the
we've
question
always
correct, we move on to the next
studied,
question.
you
If
know.
you both miss it, we move on to the next question. Should one of you
So
get it correct and
subjective.
one of you incorrect, the correct
All right, everybody. So the way it
answer
works here
wins
is
the
we're going
match
back to round 1
and
rules, just like
proceeds to
they
the
are.
championship of the
Whiteboards.
Star Wars tournament.
See
We are
who
gonna
comes
give you
out
some
on
time to
top.
talk to
I
your
mean,
managers again before
we don't know
sudden
how
death
long this can
begins,
go
so
now.
We will
But if
first
it's anything like the
bring
first
in,
round, there
Kate
may be a
this
slip
time.
up here very
60
soon.
seconds starting now.
Either way, I mean, my
gonna be my
goodness,
sudden
what
death.
a
I'm
match!
terrified.
What a match!
Listen,
I'm ready to work overtime, General.
I gotta tell you, I know you are, and this is exactly where we want to be, because this is where you don't lose a match. Maybe a 5-pointer could have tripped, but once we got here, it's yours. It's done. It's done. It's done now. So stay in it. Stay right where you're at. This is yours.
All right.
man.
Thank you to the den, and now we bring back swag.
The
60
funny thing
seconds,
is,
Winston
I knew
starting now.
all of their 2, 3, and 5-pointers,
Mother,
but
shut your mouth.
I won't say which one. But there was one
First
that
of all,
I
it can't be said enough how
did
proud
not
I
know.
remain of you every time we do this dance.
in round 1 and
Every
or
single time we
2.
do this dance, you come in and you make a whole new believer in the force.
I can
Upset
admit my
City
faults.
And Squad Leader Ace every time you sit down at this desk, man. Every single time.
Which just
And
makes
what's
for a
so
better
beautiful
game.
about this,
So I'm
love
happy
seeing
about
your
it.
face when you get questions, how you get that big old grin on your face. I love that look when you see your opponent answer a question. You're like, that was pretty good. I'm impressed by that. And this is the big thing I got to tell you going into sudden death, man. Remember the wise words of Yoda. My ally is the force. The powerful ally it is. So go in.
One repeat?
Yeah.
Just
You
clarification.
get one JT.
Yes.
You get one JT
Ace
for
is like,
sudden
yeah.
death.
I get a
Use it
repeat?
If you need it, because every
Oh,
question
look
counts
at
right
that.
here.
True.
I believe in you, my guy. You invented this. You
Look at that
showed them
pupper.
how to do this.
Where's
Shut
Hero?
up.
Time. All
Mm,
right, Mark,
he's
our competitors
probably asleep on our bed.
have arrived.
Or
and
bothering
now it is
Alex.
time to start the sudden death. All right, we start. Andres, are you ready?
Ready.
Thomas, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Here we go. Question 1. In Rogue One, what is the first droid that is seen in the film?
Whoa!
I love this question.
It's back to normal round 1
Can't believe they
style
asked this.
gameplay. Just with
Wait,
the stakes
is it?
much higher.
Yeah?
And 5, 4, 3,
God, I love this question.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up.
SC2 worker droid.
SE2 worker droid.
And Harper.
AKA Essie.
SC.
SE2, nicknamed Essie.
Yeah.
Both
Holy
correct.
crap.
All right, so now we get to question 2.
Peter's like, no one's getting
Question
tried to get past the first question.
All right. And your question.
But that's the kind of silly stuff that Star Wars fans
When
know.
Han is thrown to the Beast in Solo, how many days has it been since the Beast was last fed?
Ooh.
Shades of.
I feel like these are hard questions, but
I mean, Taz. Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I said
Hands
4.
down, hands up, and Thomas.
Ah.
3 days.
Andres.
3 days.
Both correct. Both correct. As we get to the next question. Here it is. Okay. In the Clone Wars movie, what is the name of the tentacle ship that kidnapped Jabba the Hutt's son?
Nope. Nope.
I still get so surprised.
I don't even remember it.
Because the way he conducts
It's
his
a
life.
fun one.
He's done things. 5, 4,
He gets around.
3. That's right. 2, 1.
Nothing.
Hands down. Hands up, please. And we start with Andres.
Trident assault ship.
Wow.
Yes, that is fine.
That's
And
That's a dope name.
The Trident assault ship.
Yes. All right, Mark.
Chuck is
Now we get
freaking
to
out in
our
the chat.
next
Every
It's
question that's been asked.
four.
Whoa.
What?
Jesus.
4 out of 5
What?
doctors and dentists recommend it. Your next
I'm
question
sure that's
is
how every
mixed
fan feels that isn't
bag-ish.
highly involved
Here
in
it
Star
is.
Wars.
What was Aldar Beto's pod racing nickname in The Phantom Menace?
What?
Well, looks like
They had nicknames?
Did they steal that from the Schmoedown?
There's not a pod racer named Aldar Beto.
5,
Is there?
4.
I'm pretty sure there is.
All right,
Oh,
there's only
So he just used his one repeat. Could this be it?
What was Aldar Beto's pod racing nickname?
What's a good nickname?
In The Phantom Menace?
Who the hell?
Five, 4,
I mean, I have a
3,
guess.
2, 1. Hands down.
Speeder!
Hands up, please.
I don't know.
And we start with Thomas.
Lightning.
Oh.
And Andres.
I said Mahonic.
Uh-oh.
Both got it wrong. It was Hitman. The Hitman.
Hitman?
That's right. All right. So they both miss. They
What?
both miss. But we keep on going. We keep
Chuck,
on going.
you
the
are
next
officially on our
question,
level
ladies
right
and
now.
Gentlemen, in the speed
Never
round.
even, I'm gonna have to
Here we
look in
go.
the visual dictionary now.
I had no idea they
In
had
Attack
nicknames.
of the Clones, what is the full name of the droid assigned to Obi-Wan on his journey to Kamino?
Oh. Alex also got this one in the 5-way.
And 4, 3, 2.
I said
One.
R4P6.
Hands down. Hands up, please.
Oh.
And Andres.
So close.
R4P17.
Ah!
And Thomas.
Damn it.
R4P17.
Both
Jake,
correct.
we each had a
And
letter
we keep
or a
on
number.
Moving on here, Mark.
Salmon.
We keep on
I'm sure most
moving
people
on
are
to
feeling this
the
way right now.
Speed round. All right. Excuse me.
Speed
Sudden
round.
death. Sudden
It's
death.
sudden death,
Sudden death.
Christian.
Sudden death. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Here's the next.
Not moving fast enough for you.
Interesting
Here
thing
is
about
your next,
that pod racer question.
and it is: what is the name of the bat-like character seen getting a drink in New
Ooh,
Hope?
I love this one too.
This is an amazing question. I love this.
I don't even remember this.
Brian, look him up. This guy's awesome.
It's the little
Fine.
guy that's like
Yeah,
4,
this guy's so cool.
3,
Where is this at?
2,
In the
The-
cantina.
1.
Cantina.
Hands down. Hands up, please.
Cave.
And we start with Thomas Harper
Cabe.
and Andres.
I said Weasley.
Oh no!
And your
Holy moly!
advancing
Wow.
to the finals.
I can't believe he won on Cave. But that totally makes sense. That's a Dragon Hunt question. Holy crap.
Wow, look at the emotion.
He is better.
The answer
Wow.
was Cabe, and it looks like Harper is for real. Defeats Ace, but has to do it in sudden death.
Jesus.
But he does it.
That was
What
a
battle
Not even
hard
between
game.
Cabrera
and
Wow.
wow, what a match! What a match!
That was harder than Alex and DeVonta's first championship match.
Wow.
Steph Sabra in
I'm just
a
gonna say it.
moment. Congratulations to the Den.
Oh,
picking up
huge.
points there.
dang.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But-
Real quick, I don't know what's happening. The stream is still going. I don't know if it's supposed to do this.
Andres played just as
Okay,
good
there
as
we
he
go.
always does.
We
That's the
did
one
get
question
a.
that happened.
Oh, hold on. We
No,
got a
I
super
forget
chat.
the
I
names
need
of my
to
friends when they're ordering drinks at bars, Christian, but he knew that
let it
Kate
load
was
from
a
the
bat-like
one and only
creature in
Mr.
the
Will
very first
Watson.
Star Wars
I
film
gotta
from
bring it up real quick.
1977.
Molly,
The
I do
depth
agree. I
of
think
knowledge,
that
the
was
breadth
harder
of
than
knowledge,
Alex
incredible on
and
both of these competitors.
I'm very interested
It
in seeing
is
what the
Major
two of them
Thomas
thought
Harper,
about
but
that
it was
match.
not
For
an easy
sure
victory
harder than
because
their
Andres
first
Ace
match. I
Cabrera
ought to
again
go back
showed
and
that he is a
watch their
belt-worthy
second match, but
championship level Star Wars competitor as well.
Oh yeah, I mean this came down to. I mean,
Oh,
there's so many
I
little
have
things
thoughts
here, right?
about
It's
that
because
pod racer question.
the exact quote that was
Thank you,
needed in
Leo.
the
That
first
makes
round,
sense.
and he was just that close in getting it. Where when Harper missed
Oh,
it,
okay,
and then
okay.
the
Thank
things
you.
that just
Thank
then
you,
the
thank you,
perfect
thank
second rounds. I mean, it was about as a great of a Star Wars match as you can ask for. Just and look, here's the thing.
Jeremy, yeah, man, you were right. That was
Andres
amazing.
went through this last
That was
year.
brilliant.
Except he was on the other side of it last
Great
year.
job to the
with
whole
Devonta
Some of those
and then
questions
Laura
were
Kelly
ones that I was like, they're
playing
never going to
boom,
ask
boom,
this,
boom,
but
and then that just one thing that takes you
I'll
out. And this
study it
time it's the Rook
anyways,
that does it.
and
3
Thank
straight
you as always,
victories
Selvin,
for
man.
Thomas Harper.
You rock, dude.
The Major Thomas Harper and his own
was
den
stressful.
mother, Kate Mulligan, standing by with Steph Sabras. Steph, I imagine it's a pretty good mood over there.
I forgot my
Wow.
salute, man.
no.
At ease.
Yeah, seriously, y'all, I am sweating. I'm sure you both are. But first and foremost, congratulations, Thomas, to beat Ace. That is no joke. That is seriously no joke. And you accomplished something major today. Major. How are you feeling?
I want to say this. Ace, I made the comment at the beginning that Ace has already begun to chisel his face on the Rushmore of the Star Wars division. And despite the result here today, more of that statue got chiseled.
Remind
today
me,
because he played
I
an
have a fun story
outstanding
about
match. The L
Thomas and the
shouldn't matter
cantina.
in this one. But I feel relieved. I can't feel my fingertips. But yeah, it's a good feeling.
Kate, let's talk about it. I'm sure you are prouder than ever right now.
Oh my God. You know, I got to tell you, I feel like sometimes my management can help, and sometimes I can I think I sort of started us off at the beginning of the match, it was sort of a rocky start. And I feel like that Thomas sort of had to navigate back into his own calm mind. And I feel like, it's a different feeling. Thomas not only missed his first question ever in a match, but he missed his second right back to back. So it shakes you.
Someone had just said it.
And so the truth is, I knew if we could
get
get him
Cinefan,
back on,
he finally saw Harper bleed.
He got himself back on track. I knew that he could pull it off.
Yes, people miss things. It's
Not gonna
okay.
be a joke. We had planned out it was going to be sudden death, that they would be tied, that they would be tied in the first round because Ace's record is better. Ace would be picking, and that he would defer. We worked these scenarios out so that those things were not a surprise to us. But again, I apologize to Thomas because I feel like I got us off on a little bit of a rocky start, and he had to work extra hard to sort of pull us out of that, and he did it. And I am just amazed at this.
You are correct. Yes.
Maybe. A little motion in the ocean is good, and it clearly
because Ace ended up
nice
missing one towards
Thomas,
the end of
I wanna
round
talk
one
to
that
you
put them
about
back at a tie.
Those 2 questions in round 1 you missed, but then you told Kate that you were locked in and ready. What were you feeling in those moments? Were you a little bit nervous going into round 2?
Oh my God, Mick, go to
No,
bed.
not at all. I mean, I said in my
It's
post-game
not that
last
good
match,
of a
it's gonna
story. You
happen.
can watch
I'm
it
not
on the
gonna just
replay.
navigate this lead
But it is a
without
funny
missing
story.
question. The questions are too hard. They're too varied, and the writing team is too good for that to continue. And honestly, I go back to like a really poignant quote that the GOAT had, that Dan Murrow had. Doesn't matter about winning or accuracy. I mean, that's just a stat for fans to pore over and analyze and this and that. What matters is the result in the end, and that's the mindset that I had. And this isn't about Dragon Con, but I miss questions regularly. I don't think I've gone a single time in that competition without missing multiple questions. So it was nothing new. I don't like missing back to back, but if you're going to get punched, why not?
I mean, no one goes
both the
perfect
left
in
and the
Dragon Con
right,
trivia.
and
I'm
then
going to say
recover
that
from
right
it.
now.
I think that's a really healthy
your
mindset
evil
to
little
have
guy
going
that
into a
doesn't
Star
make
Wars
sure of
tournament.
that. Oh,
But
yeah.
Let's talk about the finals. Kate, this is your first competitor in the finals. What's the preparation?
That trivia
going into
is
that and the mindset
designed
behind it?
to screw people over.
I've never managed a five
And
rounder,
probably
so this
piss
is going to
people
be, we're going to have to really.
Oh, so the
buckle
Star
down and talk
Wars
strategy and
tourney
all
is
of
going to
that, but
be, or the
it's
final's going to be a
funny,
5-round match.
I feel like
Holy
we just
smoly.
saw the finals. I think it was Ace. Ace is
Oh,
the
in the
finals as far as
tournament?
I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's what
And,
they just said.
I think the truth of it is,
Which I
Thomas's
personally
tournament at
thought
this
that
point.
tournament
Well,
finals weren't
congratulations,
5-rounders,
you two. What an
but it
epic
might be
match,
different
and I
for
hope you
just
celebrate
Star
the rest of
Wars.
the day.
Yeah, look, that
or
was
maybe
the
they're
most
misspeaking.
emotion
I'm
we
not
saw
sure.
out of him is after we announced him as the winner. He was excited.
Did they
because
do
I
that
think he
in
said
the
it in the
tournament
interview.
last year? I
To
can't
beat
remember.
I don't know. I'd have to
Cabrera,
scrub through it.
that
Real quick,
reaction
I want to
it's
read
funny,
off
that
because it
reaction to
scrolled
me
right
showed you
past
how
us
much
as we were
respect he
watching
had
the
for
match. So
Andres
hopefully you're still
Cabrera,
here, Will.
knowing
We love you,
that he
Will.
had just beaten one
He
of the
sends in a
best
super
to
chat
play the
as
game.
usual. He says, "Guess
Yeah, if
who's
you were to
here?
ask me
Just
to
wanted to
summarize
roll
Star
through and
Wars
show
in one
support
word,
to
you
my
could say
dungeon mate
Destiny, you
Maverick,
could
Brian
say,
O, and Jake's there too.
I don't know,
Thanks, Will.
Force, but I would probably
Much
say
appreciated.
hope, and that's
Much
what
you,
last
Will.
year's Andres Cabrera gave to so many kids with brooms all over the galaxy, and now they feel like they
and
too
Leo
can win a
said,
Star Wars tournament. One of
Leo's
them's
posting
gonna have a
polls and
chance,
stuff in the
but I
Facebook
don't know
group.
if
He's
either one of them would
totally
be here
locked in, and he
without
says apparently the final
illumination and
is a
showing
pay per
them
view
the
match
way
on
of the
June
Jedi
11th,
that Ace was able to
which is
accomplish
big
last season, and boy did
Wow.
he push Thomas Harper as hard as he wanted. And
As it
then
should
was
be.
last
I
year.
mean-
multiple
Five years
sudden
was
death
around
questions.
last year.
Well, okay,
Speaking of title as
Obviously,
well.
you
So there
know
you
how
go.
hard
There
Ace
you go.
takes a loss, and knowing that how well he played. here,
Oh,
I'm sure he's not
so that makes
in
sense. The
in
the
big
tournament
spheres.
final
We'll-
is a
we'll
number
see in
one
just a moment
contenders
as he
match,
and
is what it
Winston
is.
are
Oh
standing
yeah,
by with
they have
So-
to
so-
play
Ace,
Laura.
Winston, good
Or
to
no,
be with you both.
Laura
Ace,
plays.
I kept
Laura
thinking
plays
the
in the
entire time Ace
finals.
Leader is the most
So
perfect name
this
for you,
person
because
will
that's
play whoever
absolutely
has the
what you are in
belt
this division. But I
between
know this has gotta be
Demolanta and
a
Laura.
tough loss for you.
Right.
Just can you
Yeah.
talk with me through
So
some
we
of the
get
thoughts
Laura
that you're
Demolanta
feeling right
first,
now?
and then
Yep.
whoever
I
wins
mean,
that
I
plays
feel
the winner of the
Correct.
tournament.
But I
Yeah,
think,
mean,
if
I
I'm
beat
not
myself
mistaken,
up a
and
lot, and I'm gonna
we'll
beat
talk about it
myself
later
up a
on, and
lot for
Christian
this,
may even watch
especially
this
if
and
it's
correct
wrong.
us, but
If
say
I
Demolantas
clearly
does
missed a
lose,
question
because
and
he
I just didn't
defended,
know it
he
like I
actually has
did
a
with the
rematch
PZ
right
for
away,
CO and then
like
Young
Alex
Nub,
did.
I would have been cool with that. but
And
the
I
fact
could
that
be
he was
wrong. It
killing
might be a
younglings and
number
killed
of
younglings
defenses.
like
I'm
that's
not
just
sure.
Yeah, I
but
don't
there
know
might be a
either.
little bit of a weight
while.
for the tournament winner
Because I
because of
know
that
it was
reason.
kill. I don't know why I put.
I'm sure
killing
Leo will
younglings,
correct
and then
me
I
in
was
the
about
chat,
to correct it, but I was like,
I don't
eh,
think
I feel like
that's
Leo
killing
works behind the
younglings.
scenes all of a sudden.
I don't
Because-
think he gets one,
Just
Jake.
that one.
Well, yeah,
ING
because
versus
the
MD,
second match was
that
Alex's
It's gonna ruin me.
like
I mean,
rematch.
that should be a right
Yeah.
answer. That would be a W.
Well,
if I
but what I'm saying, but he
got it.
defended the belt, which is why I was saying that. It might, but
I
again,
think
it might be a
that
number
I
of
knew you were
defenses.
gonna
Like he
say
might have
that.
defended like three
Honestly knew
times
that
or
that
something
was going to be what was
before
Yeah, I
that
don't
could
know.
happen.
That's why I brought it up at the start of round 2 to let it go.
I don't know.
You're allowed to. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed
Yeah,
to feel
that's
that
true.
way.
Walk
because
him more.
this
John
is
Drew didn't
your-
get
this is your
it.
match.
Okay, there.
But
See,
I-
there you
this is
go.
what I'm
He
gonna
has to
tell
defend
you.
it 3 times.
You're allowed
There you
to feel
go.
that way just a bit.
Okay.
He has to
Go
defend it 3
watch your
times to be able to
Suns
get the
game.
rematch.
Y'all already
Okay,
done
thank
locked
you.
up the second
That
seed
makes
and
sense.
everything. You're about to go roll through the Western Conference till you
So
play
he's
us
defended
Mavs,
it
and then you're gonna
once?
get bounced out of there. So
So
in
He's defended it
Demolanta
once,
has to
yes.
beat
basketball,
Laura and then
take
two
some
other
time
people
off.
before he gets
But
an automatic.
once again, you
Oh,
should.
No,
excuse
no,
me.
This
Alex
entire
includes the
Laura
defense.
and someone
Not
else.
just Star Wars.
Yeah.
All of the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Man,
Like you are the
I-
person to aspire to. There's a reason why Thomas.
Laura-
I'm
gave
glad
you
I'm
all
not in
those
a part
props
of
at
that
the end of this match
right now.
is because he knows.
I don't want any
when this
part of that.
tournament was announced, you were the person that people had to go to, and you proved to get it 32
Until
points,
the
6
next
questions of sudden
tournament.
death, my brother. You were a
Ace
cold
is
son
killing
of a
himself right now.
SOB,
He's
sir.
hurting.
Ever forget that. Ever forget
Winston,
that.
you are absolutely
Well,
right.
he was poor guy
I
who
love
was
the
letters
way
away
Harper
from-
gave you
I mean,
Ace the
Cave
props that you
is one of those.
absolutely
I mean,
deserve. As a
all the
Star
all the
Wars fan
characters in the
myself,
cantina,
as a
you're
fan
just
of the
like
division,
they're
Ace,
never
you
gonna
are
ask about that.
definitely one of my
Well, I
top
think
favorites, and I
he's
think
more
the fans
upset about the
absolutely
killing
feel that way
and
about
killed
you. But I'm
than
curious.
anything.
Well, that
when
would've
we're
given-
talking
that
about
would've given the
Harper,
win.
who showed
That's
you
why.
such great respect after
It would've
today's
given him
match.
the
What
win.
are your thoughts about him as a competitor?
Oh, he's great. I mean, obviously his knowledge is deep, and and he's definitely.
We had him on Sunday too, and he had
formidable.
already put this
And
this,
you know,
this match
there's
in the
always going
bag
to be a
too. He's probably
conversation around, and
sitting
it
there
already
talking about it
happens
like, oh
around the
my
Schmoedown
god.
when it comes to the levels of Star Wars competitors, and you know, a lot of people put.
I mean, it
Damon,
sucks to lose.
Yolanta, Harper, all
Period.
these kind of players
So
in the category. But I still feel
feel
like
ya.
you know, anyone has
Yeah,
a
he
chance.
wants to play you.
Anyone who you know is a major fan.
My stuff
whether
literally.
it's
Once I said that, all
Sullivan
my stuff
or
started
Molly
falling.
Damon or anyone else who doesn't
Look,
compete
you just said your
all
name.
the time, but still has a lot of heart.
What?
Can reach a Harper level. I really do feel like this is a level playing field for everyone. Although he is
I'll
very
play anyone. Bring it.
competitive and in a high level, but I still feel like
I
you
feel
know,
like I've
Damon
played
Yolanta,
all the
I've played
hardest
Damon.
people
I think those guys are
I can
are about
play.
the same level too.
And
So,
never recorded a
I
match.
think
Except
my
for
only
A's.
thing is just I knew quotes would be maybe one thing that I could have an advantage in, and even then, I just didn't. I didn't take the advantage, even though I got the right quote, but didn't get the right quote, which sucks. So yeah, shout out to
it
Harper.
sucks.
Obviously, he's great.
I know sometimes it happens like that, but it was such an incredible match. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you both. It was always so nice to see you. Mark, Christian, back to you.
Yeah, and obviously,
It's gonna be
Ace,
so
you
weird.
saw when he
Everyone in the
when
chat,
he
let us
lost
know if
to
there's a
Damon, it
cutscene
was
at the end
kinda
real
that
quick
same
before I exit
look,
out of it. Real quick.
Although this is a much different
I don't
match.
think there is,
Ace
but
played
just in case.
really, really well. I think he was a little off. On that match,
Well, I
he was
mean,
a little off on this.
look,
one.
we had talked about it, and
word.
Kate had said
One
it in
word
the
changed it,
post
you know,
as
and
well.
as you said in the
This
thing, you were looking for the
almost, and it's
exact
nothing
quote. He
against
knew he missed
this is
the
both
exact
Zach
quote
and
by
Gold
that
Leader on
much.
the other side,
So,
but this very much
nonetheless,
felt
that's
like
what it takes in
the
this
tournament
division,
final.
and Harper
This
takes
is what it felt like. This was the big bang match that the tournament was kind of leading up to be. As we've talked about multiple times, it's unfortunate that they were on the same side. That's just how it happens sometimes. And Thomas gets the victory, the very narrow victory. As he talked about, he had 2 slip-ups in the first round that could have hurt him very bad. But Ace also had a couple slip-ups that unfortunately punched his ticket. But two great competitors and one competitor who is clearly making a name for himself very quickly in the Schmoedown. Molly, what do you think?
That was an incredible match. I loved the different levels of questions. I think they both played phenomenally. They were both really sweating until the very, very end there, which I mean, I love to see, but I feel for Ace, man. It's really hard to miss a question by like this much. But a miss is a miss and a win is a win. So, I mean, I don't think Ace is going anywhere. I know he loves Star Wars and he loves Star Wars trivia, so he'll be back. Maybe he'll be in the next tournament. Who knows?
The dude has like what? I think he's got either the second or the third best record in all of the league.
Oh yeah, his record puts everyone else's to shame just because of how many wins he got.
5-2. 5-2.
He got so many wins in a row, like when he first got into the
he went
tournament.
4-0. First person to go undefeated.
So, I mean, yeah, that's definitely impressive. But
Brian, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I could ramble on and on about the way that they played, but I'm happy for both of them and how they played. If anyone wants to join me for a Star Wars losers drink happy hour sometime, I'll be happy to do that because we can bond over losing over silly questions.
Should the next happy hour just be all of the Star Wars competitors who got
Yes.
in the tournament?
That'd be so fun.
Yes, because we work
That'd
so
be
hard
nuts. That'd
and
be
we
nuts.
lose over such crazy questions.
We could realistically do that. We could absolutely realistically do that. That might be
There's
something
a
we
lot
talk
of them,
about.
though.
I mean,
Now.
we can fit 10 people on a screen. Can fit 10 people on a screen. So it might be something we talk about. Brian, what about you?
Oh, I mean, this, like I said at the beginning, I had a feeling this was going to be a championship match in a second round semifinal, and it exactly was that. I mean, the thing went to overtime. They were tied after every single round. Like, they both missed the same amount of questions in every single round. They both got the same amount of questions right every single round until the very last overtime question. So it just, I mean, these two are like just, I have a feeling destined to duel for a while. Because dang, these two are just nuts. I'm so impressed by it. Just,
I mean, technically we already did that because we had me and Alex and Sean and Scrimshaw.
And Scrimshaw, that's true.
True. But I mean, I'm literally looking at the records right now. Alex is 6-3, DeMontis 4-3, Ace is 5-2. I mean, this is someone that literally started the division last year.
Yeah.
And Harper is starting the division
He's
this
3-0, right?
year.
Is it 3-0 now?
Harper?
Yeah, is he 3-0 now? Is that what he is?
4-0.
Is it 4-0? So he had one match, and how many matches? He has 2 matches in the tournament, right? Just the 2?
Harper should be at 3-0.
3-0.
He's 3-0. 3-0. He'll if he wins the tournament, he'll be 4-0, which is exactly what Ace did last year. Because
I
Ace
mean-
played the play-in match last year. So
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I mean, these two, they're on the same road on opposite sides of the street. Like, it's just like, oh man, I would be excited anytime these two play against each other again. I could see this being a championship at some point.
absolutely.
Easily.
I
I don't even know who would be the champion at that time because either of them can hold the belt. So
I feel like this is such a cool thing because Thomas is, and look, he's coming into his own as a Star Wars competitor, or a Schmoedown competitor, I should say. But as far as Star Wars goes, coming into this year, there was Star Wars Dragon Con and there was Star Wars Schmoedown, right? At the moment, whoever, say he wins the tournament, or, I mean, out of the three people who are left, Thomas, Gold Leader, and Zach, out of the three of them, it's another side of Star Wars up against Schmoedown Star Wars with either Laura Kelly and Dee Malanta. Two worlds are going to collide in that title match, and you're blending two worlds once that happens. I, for one, and we'll talk about this, and it's nothing against him, but I just feel like Laura Kelly's on a warpath, and I feel like it's going to be Laura versus Thomas at some point, and it's going to be insane.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
It might go for like 4 hours. I don't know.
Brian
but
Wood, if you are good at making like video ones, I need Laura in the Rogue One hallway scene just slapping people down because that's literally what I feel like she's.
Well, he already put her face on the actual image. He just hasn't, he didn't animated it.
Oh, well, that's true.
So, but either way, Evan, Gold Leader, thank you for joining, man. As always,
We shall see you next week.
Yeah, we will see your match next week. Molly, Ryan's got a question for you. He put this in here a couple times. You had thoughts on the pod racer question?
Yeah, so I did a quick Google on Wikipedia, and this is bound to happen every once in a while, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Hitman question about Aldar Beto, that's technically under the Legends tab on Wikipedia, so I can understand why they and most people didn't know that one, but if I could be wrong, that it could be listed somewhere in a reference book or something like that, but when I looked it up, I was like, I know that name, but I didn't know the nickname, and it does come up on the Legends tab, but I don't know. It could be somewhere else. Someone will let me know on Twitter, I'm sure.
It's funny because I have the visual dictionary that just like has like their heads.
Yeah.
And like I can like picture pretty much the name to the head. And that one, when I heard that, I was like,
it's one of the really random ones.
yeah. So
yeah,
it happens. Whatever.
And then before we get out of here, you said you had a story about Thomas.
Oh, so just because he won on a question that involved the cantina made me so happy and proud of him, because he lost Dragon Con trivia to Alex under a cantina question, and it was what song was the band playing? What is the name of the song that the band was playing in the cantina? Which I will let you all fine folks figure that out on your own, because it's silly, and Alex had a story about why he knew it that involved one of his childhood friends and their bonding over Star Wars. But anyways, I just shout out to Thomas for winning a match on a cantina question. Yeah, there it is. Mad about me. Okay. Yeah.
I know my brain went to throw Jedi Rocks.
No, yeah. Out of all the Star Warsy names, the song was called Mad About Me. That's what song they were playing in the cantina. Anyways.
Good night, Nick. Good night, Nick. Go to sleep
yay.
now. There you go.
I hope it lived up to your expectation. But yeah,
was
good
it sung
for
by Lin Me?
No, it's the cantina band.
I'm being sassy.
Oh, stop being.
All right. Well, that's
good.
good.
He tried to ban me from Happy Hour when I brought it up.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's reaction, everybody. That is the Star Wars match from today, and that was an absolute barn burner. Congratulations to Thomas Harper as he moves on to the tournament final Big shout out to Ace though, because that dude can play some Star Wars. Like Molly said, there's no doubt we'll see him again. Who knows? Maybe Laura wins the belt. Swag has the Star Wars belt, and he's in the tournament, and then they just sweep up, and it's a swag versus swag match at some point. Who knows?
That'd be wild.
That's
Can you imagine if
I mean, look, the faction's not doing too hot at this point. That's probably what they're going to have to rely on. I know Chandru has a match coming up as well, which will help them, but they are struggling as a faction, and Laura might need to put them on their back a little bit, as well as Chandru has a number 1 contenders match coming up as well. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for those competitors who will be playing Chandru in that number 1 contenders match. That will be Robert Parker and Chance Ellison in a IG match. The winner moves on to play Chandru in a number 1 contenders match. For that winner, going to play Mike Kalinowski for the IG belt. My goodness, this is a rematch. Chance Ellison stopped Robert Parker in his tracks last year as a rookie, the hot commodity in the IG tournament, and the smack talk is all over Twitter. If you want to see some digs and some yelling and mean words, head over to Twitter on both Chance and Robert's Twitter page, and you will see what they are all about. But that match goes down tomorrow, and we will be here with Jill, reacting, playing along, and probably eyes wide open, holding our mouths a couple times to what's said, because it's going to be a blast. It's Kaiser versus Shannon as well, which is always a good time, and I cannot wait. So we'll be back 6 o'clock Pacific right here for POV. For everyone in the chat watching, everyone who did super chats, Will, Blunderdome, thank you guys so much for all the donations you guys give. We really appreciate it. And everyone who watches constantly, we love you guys. Thank you for the support. For Brian, Molly, myself, and Jill, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys again, and we'll catch you guys then.